Hashtag move. I just wanna do my thing. Fly like a chicken wing. Drip down in crystal pink. Family over everything. And that shit will never change. Yeah, the world is my stage. Ain't like you, I submit. Hashtag move. I just wanna do my thing. Fly like a chicken wing. Drip down in
Hey, it's your girl Twan. What up, what up, what up? Hey. Okay, well, if you are new to my channel, hello. I'm Twan. I am a rapper, a tarot reader, an artist, interior design lover, okay? And I have a business called House Mystic. On House Mystic, I sell spiritual baths, crystals, crystal decor, spiritual art, spiritual decor, you know, things like that. And if those are some things that interest you, make sure you go hit up House Mystic. And I also have my tarot readings on there as well if you would like to book a reading. And yeah, if you like spiritual topic videos and astrology, tarot, you know, things like that, then make sure you hit that subscribe button, and also make sure that you hit that notification bell so that you stay updated every time I, you know, post videos on here, okay? So let's go ahead and get into this reading. Hello, my beautiful fellow earth signs. What's up? This is your reading, your urgent message reading, like what your spirit guides, ancestors want you to know right now. And I'm doing it according to sign, and like I said, it's for the earth signs, and the earth signs are Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn. And this is for sun, moon, rising, Venus, or Mercury in Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into your reading. And if this resonates with you, make sure you share it with someone, make sure you leave a comment, make sure you subscribe, make sure you hit that notification bell. Okay, all right, let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, so earth signs, let's see what spirit wants you to know right now. So let me go ahead and start with my oracle cards. Okay, so the first card that's really standing out to me, your dreams need a practical plan. Full moon in Taurus. Okay, I don't know if y'all can see that because the light it's kind of that light a little bright, but anyway, so yes, full moon in Taurus, your dreams need a practical plan. So first of all, I don't know when you're going to be watching this, but when I made this video, we recently had a full moon in Taurus, and I feel like a lot of you guys may have set intentions with this full moon in Taurus to bring more abundance, or maybe if you didn't really set intentions like for that full moon specifically, you have been having intentions to bring more abundance into your life and maybe start a business, maybe buy something that is a lot of money, just something in the financial realms. And this card is letting you know that you need a practical plan. But since you know, this is the earth sign reading, and earth signs, I feel like we can plan stuff. We like to plan things, but I think what is being called for here is maybe take a different approach or up the planning a notch, because maybe there's certain things that you've overlooked and stuff like that. For example, myself, like I planned out my whole month and I made my content for the month, and then there were just certain things that I kind of let slip. I'm like, ah, dang, I should have planned that. So yes, do more planning surrounding your finances, your business. Maybe if you need to set a budget, you need to set a better budget for yourself. Maybe learning more about how to manifest abundance, such as, you know, like, what are they called? Like the manifesting rituals, like using citrine, using, what's another one? Pyrite. None of them are coming to my mind right now, but pyrite and citrine are ones I personally use. Those are crystals. Those are great for manifesting abundance and learning about the law of attraction. Just learning certain things that can help you with bringing more stability in your life, I feel like would be really, really helpful for you right now. And then we also got a personal issue. Oh wait, hold on. Let me get back to Taurus. I wanted to say real quick because I noticed, because another card we have in here. Let me also say Taurus is associated with Venus, okay? So I think a lot of you guys are needing to embrace that Venus energy. Taurus, maybe you've been working so hard, okay? I'm feeling like it's all the earth signs, but since we got Taurus in here, maybe it's you especially. You've been working so hard and you're just like not giving yourself enough time to rest. But I feel like for all the earth signs, you need to make more time for pleasure and fun and taking care of your body, taking care of your health, spending time with your bae, spending time with your friends, spending time with your family, like cleaning up your house, cleaning up your room, cleaning, like getting rid of clutter, you know, things like that. So that's something that kind of hit my mind right there. Okay, so the next card that I was going to talk about is a personal issue reaches resolution, full moon in Cancer. So I'm wondering if some of you guys have Cancer in your chart, or you have someone around you that has Cancer in your chart, or like that water energy or whatever. This card is letting you know that I think there's something you've been working on. There's something you've been trying to manifest. Maybe things were moving kind of slow, whatever it is you've just been trying to manifest. And with this personal issue reaches resolution, I feel like there will be some type of solution. If things have been kind of going a little crazy, there will be a solution. There will be some type of resolution. So let's say, you know, with everything that's going on right now, maybe you lost your job, maybe just things in the financial realm. Maybe you're not hurting, but you're just like, okay, what is next? Because I want to take things up a notch. And I feel like a resolution will be found, but I think what needs to happen so you can have or figure out that resolution, I think you need to be still. I think you need to spend more time in meditation, maybe spending more time doing yoga or like just therapeutic things, so that like you can receive certain downloads, and also so you can ground your energy, because I'm getting this like anxious feeling that you may have. And there's a need. I'm sorry if y'all can hear my son yelling, but there's some type of anxiety that you're having a little bit, and I'm sorry. Oh my goodness, them kids, man. But yeah, personal resolution will be found, or a resolution will be found when it comes to something that's just really been bothering you. And I feel like it's something surrounding your finances or your career, or some type of purchase that you are wanting to make, or something you're wanting to invest in. You're like, how am I going to get the money to do this? Like, or do I have the money to do this? Like, you know? So, okay. Anywho, we got believe in the impossible, blue moon. Okay, so that definitely goes in. It goes with what I was saying about this personal issue reaching a resolution. And I feel like I was saying, you need to be still. And another thing that probably needs to happen is that you need to believe in the impossible, because there is this anxiety that I'm getting. There's like, you're like, man, can I really make this happen? Like, is this really real? I feel like you've been getting signs, though. I feel like you've been getting signs, or you're noticing whatever you're doing, you're noticing it's gaining momentum. Like, it's, you know what I mean? There's something you're gaining momentum in. And I feel like you need to believe in the impossible, because maybe you're kind of stuck at one level because you're like, can I reach this other level? And the answer is yes. But for some of you that maybe you feel like there's no momentum, you feel stuck or whatever, it could be that you don't have enough faith in yourself and don't have enough faith in the universe to bring you the answers to your prayers. And that's why you need to be still and like do some therapeutic things so that you can have peace of mind. Okay, because I think you've just been a little paranoid, a little anxious, a little like so yes. Okay, so we got surrender to the sweetness, Venus energy, pleasure, joy, make love to life. So this goes with the card I was talking about with Taurus, the full moon in Taurus card, because Taurus is associated with Venus. So I'm feeling like a lot of you guys are needing to do more Venus-y things. And what I mean by that is like, you know, the self-care. Like, I think you need to do like a lot of self-care, like indulge in self-care. And I don't mean to just indulge in like buying a whole bunch of beauty products. I mean, you can buy some, but you don't have to like buy a whole bunch to be, you know, calling it self-care. It could be simply like taking a nap when you need to, or not working yourself so hard and like burning yourself out. It could be just spending some time outside doing yoga like I did this morning. And it felt really good in the sun. It felt actually pretty good. I'm like, well, dang, why don't I do this more often? And I feel like when you start getting into that flow of doing certain things to take care of your body and more therapeutic things, you're gonna be like, why don't I do this more often? Like, yeah. So take more time to take care of yourself, your body. If you could see this card, I don't know if y'all can see it from over there, but it's like with this card, if you look at it, there's like a couple. There's a man in the water and the wife or whatever, girlfriend, I don't know. She's like looking into the water, looking like she's like, should I get in? And it makes me think if there's any of you that are in relationships, maybe there's a need to spend more time with your partner. I feel like some of you guys may even be building a business with your partner because of this Taurus energy, and maybe that'll bring you the help that you need. And it doesn't even just have to be a partner, like your bae. It could be like your friend, some family member or something like that, whatever the case may be. But I definitely feel like they're like people that you love to hang around. I think this would be a good time for you guys to like start a business together. And I feel like you guys have an intuitive connection, so it'll work, it'll mesh well together. You guys like balance each other out, because Venus is also about balance. So you guys kind of balance each other out. And I'm wondering if this person, these people that you may work with, your bae, your friends, family, or whatever, if they have Cancer or Taurus in their chart, or they give off those like, or they have that watery vibe, intuitive, compassionate, but also very stable and responsible. Okay, sorry, the kids. Okay, so we also got double mission, light worker, starseed, serve the world by being you. I don't know if y'all can see that because the light, but this card indicates that you are multifaceted. I feel like there's a lot of you guys that are very multifaceted. You have many different talents, you have many different ideas, and maybe you sometimes like question it because you're like, I mean, can I really do all this? Like, I mean, shoot, I could use myself as an example, not to make this about me, but just to let y'all know I relate, is that, for example, like I said at the beginning of this video, I'm a rapper, I'm also a tarot reader, I'm also an artist, and I love home decor and astrology. I love a lot of things, but I found a way to bring them together with House Mystic, and I'm wondering if there's a lot of you guys that have like different talents, so many different ideas, and you're like trying to bring it together and trying to make it work. Yeah, and I feel like you can make it work, and stop questioning yourself about it, like wondering like, dang, if I try to do this and I try to do this, what are people gonna say? Because that doesn't even matter, okay? Because it says serve the world by being you. So who are you? Like, what do you really like? What do you enjoy doing? Because whatever you like, you enjoy doing, and you find yourself doing all the time, that's what you're supposed to be doing, and it will inspire many people. It will inspire many people, and people will follow your lead, okay? And then especially with this light worker starseed stuff, you're like, sorry, you're like a teacher healer person, okay? A teacher healer person, and you have the ability to awaken the masses. You have the ability to awaken the masses through the things you create or the things you do. And when I say masses, I don't want to scare anybody, because maybe you're someone that doesn't really want to be in the public like that. But I feel like there's certain things that you do that can help others. Like maybe you're like a teacher or a nurse, or maybe you work at the grocery store and you tell people like, oh, let me tell you what I learned today, and blah blah, and you just set off some type of like energy, not energy, but ideas in someone's mind that'll make them keep going towards like what they want to do. It doesn't really matter exactly what you want to do, but I feel like you're someone that's meant to awaken people through the things you create, the things you say, the things you do. Okay, so sorry, my phone. But yes, serve the world by being you, and your spirit guides really, really want you to get out of that like, oh, I don't know type thing, okay? Okay, oh wow, and this card just goes along with what I was just saying. Forge, don't follow, pave a new path, be the leader you wish you had. I mean, come on, spirit, come on. Because this goes along with what I was just saying with the light worker starseed, serve the world by being you. Because I think, I'm getting goosebumps. I think a lot of you guys are teacher, healer type people, and you create things that inspire a lot of people. You're meant to be in like a leadership position. So maybe, let me not say bump the grocery store. But it doesn't matter what field you're in. I feel like you're meant to be someone that's the top of that field. So like I said with the grocery store, maybe if you did work at a grocery store, maybe you're meant to be the like not CEO, but you know, like the head person in charge of that store, or like something that you do. There's something that you do. I think it has a lot to do with spirituality, because we got the light worker thing here. But I think it has a lot to do with spirituality, and you are meant to like lead a lot of people. And the fact that it says be the leader you wish you had, you know what I mean? Like, let's say you are someone that's very multifaceted, like I said, you know, being the leader you wish you had, wouldn't you tell yourself like, or if there was the leader that you wish you had, don't you think that leader would be like, oh, you know, you could do this if you really wanted to, even if it's like a little weird and different from others, you know? I'm pretty sure that's a leader that you wish you had. I'm pretty sure, because I know for me, yes. But I feel like it's meant, like you're meant to teach people to embrace their true authentic selves by you embracing your true authentic self. So like stop kind of like hiding in the shadows and being like, I can't do this because so and so doesn't do it like this and so doesn't do it like that. No, you need to follow your own path, okay? So let's get into the tarot cards. Those are my oracle cards. Okay. Wow, so with 10 of Cups, we got 10 of Cups here, but it came up right over the Wheel of Fortune that's reversed. So, you know, a lot of people think when Wheel of Fortune is reversed, let me show you guys. Okay, so when Wheel of Fortune is reversed, people think it's a whole bunch of unfortunate events. But I feel like these unfortunate events that you probably have been going through, because there might have been a whole bunch of them. And then recently, you know, the craziness that's going on in the world, I feel like it's trying to bring you towards your happiness. Because if you can see, we got the 10 of Cups here, and 10 of Cups has to do with like the ultimate fulfillment, that happy ending, that like life that's just like, oh, I just love it. And I feel like that's why these unfortunate events had to happen, so that it could bring you more towards the life that you really, really want to live. And also, I feel like if you've had any unfortunate events surrounding relationships, I feel like you will be like, whatever unfortunate events happened when it comes to a certain relationship, for some of you guys, it's because it's bringing you towards your soulmate, someone that's way better suited for you, someone you'll probably have kids with. You guys will get married, have like a great life and stuff. But yes, I definitely feel like these events were meant to bring you more towards the person that you're supposed to be with, and to like really rid yourself of the negative people, the negative shit, the negative situations. So just go with the change, because that's another thing with Wheel of Fortune reverse. Like when it's reversed, it may indicate that some of you guys, because earth signs, we're so stubborn, we're so freaking stubborn, and we don't allow ourselves to move on sometimes. Like when it comes to relationships, when it comes to situations that happen, you know, things like that, we get so caught up and stuck in this negative relationship or negative situation, when the universe is really just trying to push you forward to something that's better suited for you. So go with the change, okay? Go with the change. So wow, we got the Lovers also. So a new love is coming into your life for some of you guys, and for some of you guys it could be that you and your bae, maybe things are getting like deeper with you guys. Maybe marriage is gonna come up, maybe a baby. That's for certain few, but I do feel like certain like the relationship will get deeper. And then also for some of you guys that are single, I feel like your spirit guides want you to know that the more confident you are in yourself, that's when you attract the right type of people towards you, not when you're just like. And then also strengthening your spirituality, like your spiritual foundation, such as like, you know, doing those therapeutic things that I was talking about, such as, you know, yoga, meditation, spiritual baths, just certain therapeutic things that can really help you. I feel like it'll draw your boo towards you, okay? And then also, I feel like you're being called to embrace your sexuality more, your sensuality. Don't be afraid of that, your sexuality. And then also, I'm hearing spirituality is your foundation. Is your foundation for like anything that you're trying to build, such as, you know, a business, a better career, a better relationship or whatever. When you are spiritually like straight, when you're good in the spirit realms, you're like, you have faith in yourself, you have faith in the universe, you consult your spirit guides or whatever. It's like you can build off of that. So your spirit guides want you to really lean on them. We also got, wow, and these were just all right next to each other. We got the 7 of Pentacles. We got 8 of Pentacles, Cups reversed, and 7 of Pentacles was reversed too. We also got 8 of Wands, and then we also got 5 of Wands reversed. So I feel like a lot of you guys are eliminating distractions, because I feel like you do have a lot of ideas, and you're like, you know what? I'm gonna eliminate all these distractions. I'm gonna let go of all these distractions, and I'm just gonna focus on my stuff, you know, whatever it is. And it doesn't even have to just be business. It could be, you know, also working out more, doing more meditation, getting serious about your spiritual practices. I think you're just going to be becoming a lot more disciplined with that. And I also feel like some of you guys will be walking away from certain things, and maybe you kind of will question yourself for walking away from certain people or certain, like a job or a certain situation. You'll question it. You'll be like, was that the right thing to do? And yes, it was. If it's draining your energy, it feels toxic, leave it alone. Leave it alone, okay? And also, I feel like you're going to be learning how to better use your time. So that goes back to what I was talking about with the planning. And I think you're also going to stop investing money or energy into things that's just not working for you. And also learning how to better invest your money so that it can bring you the results bring you better results, instead of like maybe wasting money with other things. Okay. And then also with the 8 of Wands, I feel like a lot of you guys will either be planning trips, or you'll be talking more with people across seas, or like people that just don't live near you. Maybe a lot of communication on social media, like just, I feel like a lot of messages. You'll be getting a lot of messages, a lot of people wanting to talk to you. Maybe you talking to more people, maybe networking more, just exchanging ideas with more people. But I feel like with this 5 of Wands being reversed, I feel like you'll have discernment though. Like you'll be like, okay, can't be talking to y'all about my ideas, but I can bounce these ideas off of you. We can talk, we can collaborate, we can do things together. But some of you, some people, you would just be like, okay, I don't need to talk to you anymore. Okay, so we also got 7 of Swords, but it's reversed. And this card, I don't know if y'all can see it. Okay, so 7 of Swords reversed. That card can indicate that you are embarking on a new venture, but I think you kind of keep looking back, which keeps making me think of the 8 of Cups. Like you kind of keep looking back at, dang, should I have done that? Do I have the right tools, resources to do what it is I want to do? And the answer is yes. The answer is yes, you can. But you have to believe in the impossible. Like we were talking about, you have to believe that you have all the tools within you, but also through like your faith and actually doing the work, you can actually make that stuff happen. Okay. So we also got, I let go of the shadow of the past by seeing someone for the first time with the eyes of love. Wow. Okay, so I definitely feel like a lot of you guys will be attracting like a soulmate type person in your life. And then some of you guys maybe like igniting the spark in your relationship again, because like you guys are really healing from past heartbreaks and past disappointments. And yeah, and also the single people, you'll be healing from those past things so that you're able to attract someone better for you. And then even I feel like friendships as well, because earth signs, we can have a tough time trusting people, but I think you're opening yourself back up to like making friends with people and networking with people and like, you know, collab. Sorry guys, the camera cut off, but what I was saying was that you will be collaborating more with people. You'll be opening your heart again to like letting more people in. I mean, not just anybody, but people that you feel are genuine and really, you could really collaborate with them. I feel like you guys will be able to build a good friendship with certain people. Okay? Alright, so that was your reading, y'all, earth signs. I really hope it resonated with you, and make sure you hit the like button, the notification bell, and make sure you subscribe to my channel, and make sure you share this with someone and leave a comment. Okay? Yeah, I hope you have a great rest of the day or something. Alright, peace. Whew. Tight. Hold on. Hello, my beautiful air signs. Okay, this reading is for you, and this is an urgent message that your spirit guides, ancestors, you know, they want to hear, or they need you to hear right now. And of course, the air signs are Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Okay, and this is for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mercury in those signs. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into your reading. Okay, so we're gonna start off with these oracle cards. Okay, so the one that's standing out to me right now is surrender to the divine, full moon. because of the fact that we do have a full moon that will be coming up. Is it next month? I keep forgetting the exact dates, but I know with us moving into that Gemini season, there will be a full moon in Sagittarius. So I don't remember if it's this month but who knows when you're even going to be watching this. But with this card, full moon, surrender to the divine, it indicates that yes, you need to surrender to the divine and trust where you're being led and realize like the potential that you really have, or these ideas that you have. You need to see the potential in them instead of like getting so caught up in your head and being like, oh, well, kind of questioning it. You need to realize your full potential. Okay, you really do. And with it also being a full moon, I feel like in the very near future, you can expect things to manifest positively for you. Because with the full moon, with the new moon, that's when you set intentions, and with the full moon, that's when your intentions are supposed to be manifested into your reality. So I can definitely see a lot of you guys, the intentions that you've been setting, it's going to be manifesting in your reality very soon. Like whatever it is you've just been trying to really manifest, because we even got your hard work is paying off. New moon in Capricorn. So wow, we have a new moon and a full moon. So I do think that there's a lot of you guys that were setting intentions, doing the work, doing your research, and just doing all you can to make some things happen. And I feel like this card is letting you know that your hard work really is about to pay off if you don't see the fruits of your labor just yet. And with the new moon in Capricorn, it also indicates that there could be some of you, not all of you, because I don't want to make anyone feel like I'm forcing anything, but for a lot of you guys, you're going to be really thinking about walking away from your job. You're really going to be thinking about walking away from your job and being like, okay, I just can't do this anymore. It doesn't make me happy. Or if you don't walk away from your job just yet, it could be that you will soon be doing that. And I think maybe right now you are in the planning stages of letting go of this job, which is fine. Of course, be in those planning stages, but I definitely think that a lot of you guys will be walking away from your job. If you're feeling unhappy with your job, just know that the universe is behind you as you make these changes to like your career. And I feel like I've just been getting that same message for everybody, like the trusting that this change of direction is the right one for you. So we also got Earth School, Life Lessons, Soul Growth, Study, Higher Learning. Not sure if y'all can see that, but Life Lessons, Soul Growth, Study, Higher Learning. So I think the reason why maybe if you don't feel like, let me just jump into doing, completely being a complete full-time entrepreneur, if you feel like you don't want to jump right into that, it could be that maybe there's some things that you need to learn first and then go ahead and jump into it. Like just learning certain things that could help with possibly making your but your business better. Maybe someone you can talk to as far as like what moves to make next when it comes to your career. Maybe you're wanting to master a certain skill. I think you're just trying to master yourself right now, and I think your spirit guides and ancestors want you to know, yes, studying would be your best bet right now. This would be a good time to gain information that can help you in the long run. And also right now too. And I keep hearing like social media marketing for a lot of you guys. And then I also keep hearing a lot of studying some certain spiritual subjects that's kind of calling your name. So but that could be for a select few of you, but I feel like for a lot of you guys, this is a time to either go back to school like online, because at this point in time no one can do anything. But yeah, maybe go back to school online, or just do your own YouTube research, Google research. I mean, I've learned so much from YouTube and Google, and then just getting out there and doing what I want to do. That's how I've learned, honestly. Like with doing tarot, I never went to tarot school or took a tarot class. I didn't. I just did a lot of research. I did lots and lots of research, okay? Lots. And then also started practicing and being like, okay, well, let me do a reading on you. Like I did a lot of practice. So I think that's what the universe is calling you to do. Do more practice, do research. Like if you don't feel like you want to go to traditional school, that's fine. Just do your research and practice. Okay, so I also got the Seeds of Mintaka, seeing potential, bringing unconsciousness to light. So this goes with what I was literally saying. I don't know if y'all can see that, but this goes with what I was literally saying about you guys having lots of potential. These ideas that you have, there's a lot of potential hidden there. Okay, and maybe you're kind of wondering and you're going back and forth with yourself, like, I mean, I don't know, like you just kind of questioning yourself, and you need to realize your potential. And then also with the bringing unconsciousness to light, I feel like a lot of messages will be coming to you in your dreams, in your like daydreams, just little downloads. Maybe you're like me and you stare off into space sometimes like when a certain download hits you. But I feel like a lot of messages will be coming to you through your dreams, daydreams, numbers, like, and it'll help you with seeing things clearly, because I feel like for a while maybe things are a little cloudy, but I definitely feel like things will be a lot more clearer for you. That didn't make sense, but yes, clear. Things will be feeling clear for you. And also, I feel like for a lot of you, certain things will be from your subconscious will be resurfacing, things that maybe you don't want to see. Well, maybe not want to see, but like, you know, maybe there's just some traumatic things that have happened in your past, or like, yeah, just a lot of disappointments and shit like that. Like, I didn't mean to curse, but there's certain things that you real like, I'm sorry, I'm just like having a brain freeze right now, but just certain things that happened during your childhood that you kind of don't like to deal with. I feel like they're going to be resurfacing for you right now, because at the moment of me making this video, Saturn, Pluto, Jupiter, and Venus all retrograde. Okay, they're all retrograde, and during this time a lot of things are going to be resurfacing, and you're going to be like, I mean, I thought I dealt with this already. But it's just to, you know, get to the root of things. Because you know how, like, for example, if you're tweezing a hair, sometimes you'll tweeze it and the hair will break. And you're thinking, oh, I think I got it. But then you're looking and you're like, wait, I didn't get it. I didn't get it. And you have to pull it again so that you can get to the root and pull the whole thing out. So, and it can be painful, as you know. But I think that's the whole concept of these retrograde planets, to like pull things at the root so it can be completely gone. And I mean, you know, things that have happened, you know, I guess it can be a little difficult to let go of that memory. But I think what your spirit guides are wanting you to know or realize is that look at those things as a lesson instead of like the negatives. Instead of looking at it in a negative light, it'll be better for you to look at the lessons, especially with the Saturn retrograde. Saturn is the planet of lessons. Saturn is a planet of lessons, okay? So look at those things as a lesson. And you know, it's funny because we have this card, Earth School Life Lessons. So I think you're just going to be realizing a lot of the lessons that you had to go through. So we also got conclusions are within reach, full moon eclipse. So another full moon card. So I definitely feel like, first of all, there's some phase of your life that you're leaving behind, something that you've been doing for a long time. I definitely think it's coming to an end. And I also feel like some type of new beginning, something you've been trying to manifest. I keep hearing a windfall, like for some of you, like it could be for a select few of y'all, hoping it's for everybody, but I'm keep hearing a windfall, like you've been working on something or just trying to change your career or like just level up, and I feel like there's going to be some type of windfall that happens, okay? So you have to trust that. You need to trust that it's on its way. Because yes, conclusions are within reach. And I also just feel like something is manifesting, something big. You have been like going and pushing and doing. And now you're this close. You're this close to this new beginning that you've been trying to manifest for a while. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this card. Okay, the Cosmic Heart, Devotion, Potency, Make Your Life a Moving Prayer. I don't know if y'all can. These dang cards, the glare from that light. But the Cosmic Heart, that card indicates be devoted to your passions. Be devoted. And I feel like, you know, air signs, I mean, y'all are very, very intellectual. Okay, and not always so attached to your emotions, which is good, but I feel like sometimes y'all are afraid to put your heart into something because you're like, I mean, okay, if I put my heart and time and energy into this, will it actually work? This doesn't even seem logical. I don't really know. So like, because y'all be in y'all heads a lot, and I think sometimes it makes it hard for you guys to really just put your heart into what you're doing. And not saying that you don't have heart and that you don't care about what you're doing. It's just that you be so logical sometimes that you try not to put your emotions into it. I don't know if I'm making sense. Like, you'll love something, but it's like you can also be very indifferent. I can be very indifferent. So it's like, I think you need to, whatever it is that you're working on or you're passionate about, you need to really ignite that fire within you and like start getting a move on, like get some fire under that behind, okay? We need some fire under there because like I feel like sometimes you'd be feeling a little indifferent. So yeah, just get passionate about what you're doing and then make life a moving prayer. I think this also indicates that spirituality. I'm pretty sure there are a lot of you guys that are very spiritual that are watching this, but I think it's that, and I've been saying this for a lot of the groups, I feel like it's also that you need to get back to your spiritual practices, especially meditation and affirmations. That's what I'm really hearing for you guys. Because I think y'all be so in your mind sometimes, and your mind, air signs, y'all are so intelligent that like your mind is going at like 20 or 100 miles per hour, and you're not even like letting yourself sit with one thought and then sit with the next thought and sit with the next thought. It's like just going. And I feel like when you take more time to meditate, it'll help to ease your mind, and you'll actually be able to slow your thoughts down and be like, okay, oh, you're saying this, universe? Oh, okay. all right, and absorb that, then, you know, the next message you get from the universe, you'll be able to absorb that. Like, I just feel like your mind is just always moving. So you need to take more time for like meditation, especially meditation, quiet time, instead of like distracting yourself with like noise and chatter. So let's get into the tarot cards we have here. Y'all, I wonder if I put a lot for you guys, because 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so y'all got an extra card. I think Spirit really wants me to talk to you guys for real. Okay, so we got Queen of Swords and Page of Swords, and they're both reversed. And that makes me think of like, well, first of all, the swords represent air, the air element, and you guys are the air element. But both of them are reversed. So I wonder if you're just not in your element. Maybe you haven't been feeling in your element. Maybe you've just been wanting to hide away and like not talk to people. I mean, you're probably, you could be naturally an introvert, but I think it's been like, there's just been a lot of introversion. Is that a word? Just being extra introverted. I think some of you guys are in that phase right now. Or there's some of you guys that you're not all the way speaking your truth. You're not all the way speaking your truth, or all the way living how you want to live. Like, and then especially with the Death card coming right after it, I do feel like you guys want to not live like that. You want to be in a more, you want to be doing something that's more in your element, which kind of makes me think of that full moon in Capricorn card. I feel like a lot of you guys, or not full moon, but new moon in Capricorn, I feel like a lot of you guys really are like realizing like, yo, I'm just not in my element. I think I need to raise my standards, or I need to try something different, or I need to move different. I just need something different, because you're just realizing like you're not in your element at all. You're not. Well, a lot of you guys. But with the Death card, I feel like this is your time to, especially because we got the Death card that's associated with Pluto. And Pluto, like I said, is retrograde, and I feel like you're being given that chance with this Pluto retrograde to like shed anything that is not authentically you. And you're being given that chance, and I feel like some of you guys are kind of like afraid to walk down that path, but you just got to, because we even got the Fool card. And it's also reversed. You're afraid to take that leap of faith. You're afraid to take that leap of faith and be like, you know what, I'm done with this. But it could also be that maybe you're just planning your escape. Some of you guys are planning your escape, and not just wanting to rush, which is fine. But I also want you to know, Spirit guys also want you to know that, yeah, don't jump into anything. You don't have to just rush and do anything, but the longer you continue to hold on, the more it's gonna hurt you. Like this Death card means this is trying to come to an end. Like it's trying to come to an end, and you just need to let it. Okay, if you want to plan in a month and decide, okay, I'm gonna end this job, or I'm gonna change my career, or just I'm gonna end this relationship. You're bringing something to an end, but just know the longer and longer that you hold on to it, it's just, it's gonna continue. Like the pain, that's what I mean. The pain is gonna continue. The unhappiness, the boredom, you not feeling like you're in your element, it's gonna continue. So are you gonna change or not? So we got the Hermit, dang, and it's reversed. So I do feel like a lot of you guys have been in hermit mode. I mean, you know, right now we're in quarantine, but maybe a lot of you guys have just been off social media. Maybe you haven't really been hanging out with your friends, your boo, anyone, which of course with the quarantine, understandable, but maybe you just haven't even been hitting anyone up. Like you don't even talk, like you just haven't been talking to anyone. And this card being reversed, it could also indicate that like you don't want to be like that anymore. You want to be able to communicate more. You want to socialize more. I think you're kind of tired of like living this life of boredom, or just living this life of boredom and feeling like, okay, I'm ready for quarantine to be over, or okay, I'm ready to be social again. Yeah, I didn't want to talk to anyone, but I'm ready now. But it could also indicate that some of you guys are neglecting your spiritual practices. And this keeps coming up for all the readings, and I wonder if it's because of this Pluto retrograde, and Pluto has to do with all things spiritual. So I'm wondering if it's time for you to get back to your spiritual practices. Like I was saying, meditation, like trying to do it regularly. Get back on that. We got King of Pentacles, and it was right over Six of Pentacles. But Six of Pentacles is reversed. So with Six of Pentacles being reversed, and with King of Pentacles being right above it, I think you're going through a phase, like a transitional period. And I'm not thinking like a lot of you guys are just like extra broke or anything, but I think you're gonna start making more money once you decide to put this thing out there, this new project or this new idea. You're gonna be making a lot more money, or this change that you decide to make as far as your career, you're gonna be making way more money, and your business may be multifaceted. Like maybe you have multiple things in your business, like multiple types of products that you sell, or multiple types of services that you offer, but it's like you're very multifaceted, and I feel like that'll pay off. And I think you need to give more to that. I think you need to give your energy more to that, because with the Six of Pentacles being reversed, I feel like that's you being drained. Like drained of your energy, drained of your life force. I mean, that's energy, but you're just feeling drained at this point. You don't like, you're just bored with it. You're like, bro, I don't even want to do things like this no more. Like, I don't want to do this. But with this new change that you are making as far as your career, like maybe working with new people. Yeah, working with new people, or working with, I wonder if it's somebody with earth energy. You starting to work with someone that has like this earthy energy. They could be a Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. And you're going to be working with them, and it could be that like when you start working with them, it'll bring you more money. They could be a coach. They could be someone you collaborate with. Yeah, but I do think this new change is going to bring you more money, because we also got, wow, we got Three of Wands right next to the Knight of Cups. Like, this is definitely making me think like more money, like, because if you look at the Three of Wands, if you look at the Three of Wands, this card, he looks like he's looking forward to something. And with the Knight of Cups, I always look at this as the universe offering you something, like a more satisfying existence. It could also be someone, like an actual person offering you something, like some type of new job offer, or some type of offer that's very fulfilling, that brings more creative flow into your life. But I in this sense, I feel like it's more so the universe, your spirit guides, ancestors, offering you an opportunity to bring more abundance into your life, to bring more creative flow into your life. So, like, they're offering you a life that's more fun, where you're able to do something that you're passionate about, or to, make more money if you've been feeling like, yo, I have not been making as much money as I really can, and yeah. So we also got Nine of Wands, but it's reversed. So I feel like that's your mind, you're feeling paranoid, you're feeling like, yo, can I really Can I trust? Can I really trust in these messages? Can I really trust that my spirit guides got my back? Can I really trust that the universe truly has my back? And the answer is yes, but you have to like really trust. And I feel like one way to work on trusting with the trusting in the universe, I feel like is cleansing your chakras, because I feel like a lot of the times when our chakras, oh, okay. I thought the camera froze, but a lot of the times when our chakras are blocked, I feel like especially like the root and the crown, and that's the main reason why I said to cleanse all your chakras, because with you can't cleanse the crown chakra without cleansing the root chakra. You know what I mean? So, and when you cleanse the root chakra, you have to go through each chakra to cleanse all of them. Because if your root chakra was messed up, that means the rest of your chakras are most likely messed up too. So cleanse those. So once you get to the crown, because those two chakras are associated with having more trust in the universe. So I think you need to probably go ahead and cleanse those. Yes, working with sound frequencies can help with cleansing those chakras. Okay, and I think it'll also help you with feeling less paranoid and like overthinking your situation, overthinking things, because I feel like, excuse me, a lot of you guys have been overthinking. And the last card we have here, instead of praying for an outcome, I pray for the highest good of all, or for all. And with this card coming up, it indicates that you, like, okay, the universe is really, I feel like it's really, really wanting to help you. Okay, the universe is really, really wanting to help you and help things to fall in place in a way that will not only benefit you, but the people around you that you care for, or that, like your family, your bae, your kids, you know. I think the universe wants things to play out in a way that benefits everyone. So I feel like you just need to trust and ask the universe to make everything fall into place in a way that's for your highest good and for the people that are around you. Okay? And I feel like a lot of the times that we get caught up in like, I want things to work out this way, I want things to work out this way, and not letting your spirit guides and ancestors to kind of guide you into a place that's like better than what you expected. Okay? So yes, that was your reading, air signs. And yeah, just let me know in the comments if this resonated with you. And if you like this reading, make sure to leave a comment and like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Make sure you go to House Mystic if you're interested in getting a reading or any of my spiritual baths and crystal decor and, you know, all that good stuff. All right, I hope you have a great rest of the day, and I will talk to you soon. Peace. Hello, my beautiful fire signs, okay? And the fire signs are Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and this is for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Mercury in those signs, okay? So if this reading resonates with you, make sure you hit that like button, that subscribe button, and that notification bell so you're updated every time I post a new video, okay? So let's get into it. Okay, fire signs. Let's see what your spirit guides want you to know. Wow, interesting. Okay, so, wow, I'm noticing pretty much, because I just did I was working on some other readings, like the other signs or whatever, and they all have the same message basically about stepping out of your comfort zone, because we got step out of your comfort zone, North Node. So if you're familiar with your birth chart, I think this would be a good time to pay more attention to what's in your north node. Maybe you have a north node in a fire sign or something as well. I mean, it doesn't have to be, but I think you need to pay more attention to what's in your north node, because I think it'll help you have a lot more clarity about what your purpose is, because maybe you've just been kind of like not really knowing what you're kind of here to accomplish. Maybe you're doing something, but you're like, I don't know. Okay, so yes, pay attention to where your north node is and pay attention to what house it's in, because a lot of the time people within like a 18 month span, if I'm not mistaken, they all usually have the same north node. Like people that was born within this, like anywhere from like a certain point in time, like in 18 months after that, they all have the north node and south node in the same signs. But your house can give you a little more specific details at like how it fits into your life. Okay, like for example, I have a north node in Capricorn. If you were born anywhere around me or around the time I was born, which is August 1991, you might have north node in Capricorn. You may not have it, but I have north node in Capricorn in the 6th house. So yours may be in the 8th house or in the 7th house or the 1st house or whatever. I didn't need to do that. But anyway, pay more attention to where your north node is, because your spirit guides want you to step out of your comfort zone. Okay. All right, so we also got nothing is yet set in stone. Mutable moon. Okay, so with this coming up right next to the step out of your comfort zone, I feel like, it says nothing is yet set in stone. So I'm wondering if like you've been kind of in, I don't want to say in hiding, because I don't think you guys were in hiding. Let's not say that, because we do, at the time I'm making this, we are in the quarantine. So I think the universe is wanting you to know that this won't last forever, and you will be able to actually step out of your comfort zone, because I feel like a lot of us are in our homes right now. We have to stay in our comfort zones. But maybe there's some other ways you can step out of your comfort zone, even if you do have to be at home. Maybe there's a need to talk to more people, network with people more, or maybe even try something that you've always wanted to try. I think your spirit guides want you to know that the path that you're on right now, just know that you can make changes if you want to. Like if you feel like you want to add more of something else, or you want to take a different approach, or you want to try something different. I don't know, there's something I'm feeling where there's some changes that need to be made, and you're wondering like, can I make these changes? Yes. So if you started going down a certain path and you're like, no, that means you can turn things around. You can turn things around and decide to do something else. And I was talking about this kind of with the water signs, if I'm not mistaken. So maybe there's some of you that have water in your chart as well, especially with all of this ocean that's like just swooshing around on this card. I don't know if y'all gonna be able to see it, but yeah, you can make changes to whatever it is that you feel needs to be changed. Okay, I'm definitely hearing career though, and I feel like that's why this whole thing is happening with this quarantine. Well, let me not say why, but I definitely feel like there's a shift kind of going on right now, and it's making everyone kind of like rethink their steps, because you're like, a lot of you were probably taking a certain path or trying things in a certain way, and you're just like, this ain't it. I don't like this. Or like you're just taking a new approach, because maybe also there could be a lot of you guys that maybe overwork yourself, and maybe there's a need to make some changes and be like, okay, well, maybe I should do it. Maybe I should work more efficiently instead of working just extra hard, you know? And finding more ways to reach people. I don't know why I'm thinking this, but maybe if you are someone that's in the public, you do something that puts you in front of a lot of people, or like that puts you in the public eye. I feel like you may be trying to figure out a way to get across to more people. That could be for a certain few of you. It doesn't have to be for everyone, but I think you're just trying to figure out how to get in touch with more people, and your spirit guides want you to know that everything is not set in stone. So if the way you were doing it before didn't bring you the results that you were wanting, that means you can make the changes and try something new and different. Okay, so we also got Whale and Orca Elder. Share your song, Frequency of Sound, diving deep. Okay. Gosh, I don't even know if these... Okay, camera doesn't want to focus. All right, whatever. Okay, so... All right, so with this card, it indicates that you have a message. And that goes along with what I was literally just saying with wanting to reach more people, because I feel like you have a message. A lot of you guys may actually be musicians too as well, but I also feel like you also have a message. Like you could be like a tarot reader, blogger, vlogger, YouTuber, teacher, writer, motivational speaker type person, and you really are probably trying to find more ways to bring your message to other people or to share your messages with other people. And yeah, if you feel like you want to try something else, try something new or different, this card indicates that do it. You should do it. And also I feel like with this card, with frequency of sound, this card can indicate that sound healing. I feel like sound healing is something that would be really helpful for you. Like listening to sound baths, or like binaural beats. And I'm trying to think of the other one. That's why I'm making this face. It's like, I don't want to butcher the word, so I don't know. It begins with an I. It's like isochronic, something like that. You'll see it on YouTube if you go look on there. But basically, it's like frequencies, I feel like could be really helpful for you right now, because of the fact that I feel like you're going through like a transformation and you're needing to ground your energy. You're needing to like really ground that energy, and I feel like your spirit guides, your ancestors, like a lot of messages are coming to you, and you need to ground your energy, and you can do that through sound healing. And also like spiritual baths, I feel like could be really helpful for you, and to ward off any feelings of anxiety or like just like you're just wanting to go, because fire signs, I have an Aries moon, so I get it. We be wanting to like, we're here, we're there, we're everywhere, and you need to ground your energy. And I also feel like there's things in your subconscious that are needing some healing, and that's probably why you need to dive deep as well and understand why maybe sometimes you react so quickly at times, or why you're so angry sometimes, or well, that's kind of the same thing, or why you feel a certain way about yourself, or why maybe you're not manifesting things in the way you really want them. Or I just feel like there's just a need to dive deep, doing more meditation, getting in touch with your spiritual, not getting in touch with, but doing more spiritual practices to ground your energy, and also to, I feel like, get certain messages that are trying to come through to you. And I think these certain messages that are coming through to you, they're gonna be, you're kind of gonna be pushing them out. I feel like it could be through music, it could be through the sound of your voice, like just speaking to people. Maybe you have a very soothing voice. Maybe you just have this just motivational messages that need to get out to people. And I think with you doing more of your spiritual practices and these working with frequencies like sound frequencies, it'll bring these messages to like you in a more clear and in a clear way that you could really understand and interpret for other people to understand as well. Okay, so I'm wondering if a lot of you guys are like motivational speakers or tarot readers, or y'all could be musicians as well. And you don't have to be, that could be a certain few, but I feel like there's a lot of you that are those things. So we also got star ancestors, hidden secrets, lost wisdom, look a little deeper. Wow. And the previous card is dive deep. Okay, so your spirit guides really, really want you to connect with them. I don't know if y'all can see this card, but your spirit guides really, really want you to connect with them more often. Because I feel like they have some messages for you that can be shared with people around you that really, really need it. And also, it says look a little deeper. So I feel like you need to go within more. And I've said this for the other signs. So I think this is just a collective thing right now. The need to go within more and to let ancient wisdom kind of like resurface within you. Because I feel like a lot of you guys really are like healer, motivational speaker, tarot reader, musician. I just keep thinking speaking, something with words. You like the ancient wisdom wants to come through you. It wants to come out of you. Like, and I feel like you need to do these certain spiritual practices that, you know, the ones that call out to you to kind of so that you're able to clearly give these messages to other people, this ancient wisdom that wants to come through you. It wants to come through you so that it can go out to other people. And there is, yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to see if my camera died. It's dying. Okay, but yes, there's definitely a need to go within and listen to that quiet voice that's within you that's like kind of giving you these answers that you didn't know were there. Okay, so we also got, oh, I forgot to do this card. So we got a fiery climax approaches, full moon in Aries. So I'm wondering if a lot of you guys have Aries in your charts. I mean, of course you do, because it's the fire sign reading. But like maybe you have a lot of Aries energy in your chart, like maybe Aries moon, Aries midheaven, like myself, or you know, you have your Aries sun, you have an Aries rising, maybe you have an Aries Venus, like maybe just a lot of Aries or fiery energy in your chart. Or there's someone around you that has this Aries energy that kind of like brings it up in you. Okay, so yeah, fiery climax approaches. I feel like something is happening. Like you've been putting a lot of energy into something. You've been putting a lot of energy into something, and I feel like it's about to explode. That's giving me goosebumps. That's great. It's great for us fire signs. But you've been putting a lot of energy into something, and it's about to explode, and it's gonna be like, it's like making me want to cry right now. So maybe it'll make you want to cry. Like something you've been putting your time, energy, and just your all into, it's about to explode. Why does this make me want to cry? Like I literally am tearing up. Maybe that's how you're gonna feel. Maybe that's how you're gonna feel, because you're like, oh my goodness, I can't believe this is really happening to me. That's that energy. So if you've been like wondering, you've been asking your spirit guides, I'm here to tell you, yes, what you've been trying to manifest, it's going to happen. I feel like in the very, very near future. So don't get discouraged. If you've been like, oh my goodness, yes, just know that it's coming, it's coming. Okay, so let's get into the tarot cards. I think I may have to change my battery before we do that. Okay, so let's get into the tarot cards. We got 9 of Swords. So with this 9 of Swords energy, I definitely see you are a little worried. You are a little worried, you're anxious, you're like, I mean, what it is I'm trying to accomplish, can that bring me stability for the rest of my life? And the answer is yes, but you have to put in the work, of course. Like, don't procrastinate, don't allow fear and anxiety to make you feel like, maybe I shouldn't be doing this. Or like, if you experience any obstacles, don't allow that to deter you either. And also, this card, it has the symbols on it, the planetary symbols on here. And that card, well, let me see if y'all can see that. It has you can't really see the planetary symbols because it's like, you would have to look really close. But this is indicating, like, it goes along with what I was literally just saying about the need to look into your birth chart. Look into where your North Node is, where your North Node is. And I'm also hearing your part of fortune, look into where that is in your chart. Like, if it's maybe it's in a fire sign. Like, for example, myself, mine is Sag in the 5th house, which are both fire. Wow, okay, Spirit, all right. But yeah, so pay attention to where your part of fortune is. Pay attention to where your North Node is and what house it's in, because it'll help you have a lot more clarity. And I feel like it gives more confidence. Like, that's why I love astrology and tarot and stuff like that, because it gives you confirmation. Because, you know, you'll have an idea in your mind and you'll be like, I mean, is that the right way to go? And why do I feel like I should do this? Who am I to think I should do this? And stuff like that. When you look at your birth chart will basically confirm a lot of the feelings that you have and a lot of the interests that you have. You'll understand, like, why you're being pushed in a direction or feeling called in a certain direction. Which the next card we have here, Called, which I actually forgot to talk about. And it says, soul gifts and training, it's time to step up. So, I mean, Spirit, come on. It's time to step up. Step out of your comfort zone. That's literally what I was just talking about. Like, you need to step out of your comfort zone. Don't be afraid to talk to people. Don't be afraid to promote the hell out of yourself, okay? Don't be afraid to network with people and tell them what you're doing. I don't mean in like tell everyone everything that you're doing, but don't be afraid to tell people, like, oh, I have this service that's this and that, or I have this product that's this and that, or I have this song that's this and that, or I do this and that. Don't be afraid to tell people that you do that, okay? Share your song, share your message, okay? Share your message. And also with it saying training, I do think a lot of you guys are being called to, do your spiritual practices, do your research about certain things, because I feel like the more research you do and the more you like do your spiritual practices, the more you'll be able to step up. You'll be able to level up, okay? I definitely see you guys going through a glow up. We also got I honor how, oh wait, no, I don't want to do that one first. Okay, we'll do six of wands being right next to the page of wands. So, wow, this is giving me chills and I think I want to cry. Okay, so page of wands. We got page of wands right next to the 6 of wands. So I do think there's something that you started. There's something that you started and maybe you're feeling like you don't have a lot of people behind you at the moment. Or maybe you're beginning to gain traction a little bit and you're starting to see things manifest in a good way. But I feel like your spirit guides are literally wanting you to know that in the very, very near future, you will have tons of people cheering you on. Oh my goodness, I'm getting chills. Like, you will be able to share your message with so many people. So I feel like a lot of you guys are some type of motivational speaker, writer, YouTuber, blogger, vlogger. I feel like maybe your following isn't as big right now, or not as big as you want it to be, and you feel like you can level up in a certain way. Yes, okay, these cards are letting you know, yes, your spirit guides want you to know, yes. Just focus on your growth. Just continue to keep focus on what it is you're trying to grow. Focus on what it is you're trying to manifest. Keep focusing on it and don't let up. I don't mean in a way where you're like totally draining yourself, but in a way where you're just consistent and you're just pushing past obstacles like it's nothing, like So yes. Okay, so we got King of Cups, and it's right over the Two of Pentacles. And it's funny because both of these cards are having to do with balance. So with the King of Cups coming up, I'm wondering if you guys have a water sign around you or have water in your chart. And I feel like they can teach you how to balance your emotions. Or just someone that's emotionally mature. They can help you better balance out your emotions. And also, I feel like the more you balance out your emotions and balance out your thoughts and stuff like that, you will be able to have more balance in your finances. Because I feel like maybe you're very like up and down emotionally. Like, I'm not trying to call you out or anything, but I think one minute you feel on top of the world, next minute you're just like, oh my God, I don't know. And like just very up and down and just worried and stuff like that. And these cards are your spirit guides trying to let you know, the more you balance out your emotions, the more that you're able to find balance with your finances. So stop feeling very up and down. Like, find ways to balance yourself out. Okay, so we also got the Four of Pentacles, not Pentacles, what? I mean, Four of Cups and Justice right under it. So I do feel like there's some of you that could have gone through an injustice recently, or you just feel like over your lifespan, you're like, man, nothing ever works out for me, and blah, 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 and just disappointed with maybe where you're at, or maybe not where you're at, but just you just know that you could do so much more. And I feel like your spirit guides want you to know that they are giving you intuitive messages all the time. They're giving you intuitive messages all the time, but are you listening? Because we also got the High Priestess here, and it's reversed. So are you listening to these messages or not? Are you gonna listen or not? Because I also feel like maybe sometimes you feel just silly. Maybe you feel silly for trusting your intuition sometimes and feeling like, dang, I mean, are these messages real? Like, am I crazy? But you need to trust your intuition and trust these subtle messages or these subtle urges that are kind of like coming up at this time, that's telling you to make changes or try this or try that, do this, start on that. Like, just know that even though like right now maybe you're still in the like beginning phases of it, just know that it'll grow. And last but not least card, we got the Five of Swords. And you know, I like to interpret this card a little different. Interpret this card differently than traditional tarot readers do. I feel like that's you looking back at the past, because you know, I was just talking about injustices. You've experienced so many injustices in your life, and you're like, why me? Why did this happen? Why now? And I feel like soon, very, very soon, you're gonna realize why these certain injustices happen, why things didn't go the way you really wanted it to go the first few times you tried. Because I feel like right now you've created some type of fertile grounds. Like, you've created, you started moving in a certain path, and you've created something like a fertile ground to plant this seed so that it can sprout. And I feel like in the very near... Hey guys, my camera cut off, of course, because this reading's kind of long, but I was just talking about how I feel like you're going to be looking back at the past and just kind of laughing a little bit, because you're going to be like, dang, I went through all this craziness and all this drama and trauma and stuff. And you'll realize like, okay, wow, I went through all this so I could be an advocate for people that went through these certain things, or so that I could really share my message to people that are going through the same thing, so like I can kind of help them through it. And I feel like that's what you're going to be realizing a lot. And this is just, this is making me almost want to cry. A little bit, because like, you know, I'm not perfect. I do these readings and my life's not perfect, but sometimes I, you know, doubt myself and what I'm doing, and it's a spirit like, hey girl, I got you. So yeah, you guys, if you've just been kind of questioning things, wondering if you're moving in the right direction with certain projects and stuff like that, just know you're going to be looking back like, wow, like I was doubting myself and look at me now. Like I got all these customers, or I have all these clients, I have all these great opportunities, I have all this money, I have the love that I've always wanted, I have the life I've always wanted. That's gonna be you in the very, very near future. So just trust that you are on the right path, and just keep focusing on your growth rather than lack. Don't worry about who's following you, how many likes you get, how many subscribers you have, how many, you know, sales you done got. You know, don't even worry about that. Just know the more you focus, the more consistent you are, the more growth you will experience, like mentally, but also with your bank account. With your bank account, and just even life in general, you'll notice the growth. There'll be a lot more growth. So yeah, man, that's y'all reading, fire signs. So if this resonated with you, make sure you leave a comment. Also make sure you subscribe to my channel, and also hit that notification bell so that you're updated every time I drop something new, okay? And also make sure you follow me on all social media platforms as well. So yeah, well, I'm only on Instagram, so yeah. If you would like to get a reading, also go to housemystic.com, all right? Peace. Hello, 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 my beautiful water signs. The water signs, of course, are Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. And yeah, this is for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mercury in Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, okay? And if this reading resonates with you, make sure you go hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and also hit that notification bell so you're updated every time I post a new reading or other content, okay? Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. Okay, so yes, let's go ahead and get into your reading, water signs, okay? Okay. My son took a bite out of one of these cards, so don't judge me. Okay, so let's see. What card is standing out to me here? I feel this bring love into the situation, new moon in Aquarius. I feel like that's standing out to me. I'm wondering if you guys are involved with an Aquarius. Maybe you have Aquarius in your chart, maybe an Aquarius moon, or like you have some type of prominent Uranus activity going on in your transits, or just in your birth chart in general. Anyway, so with this bring love into the situation, new moon in Aquarius, I feel like right now there is a need to have way more self-love and to like boost your self-esteem, because I feel like, I don't think it's that you just totally don't believe in yourself. I don't think it's that. I think it's just that there's something that you're doing that is new. That sounds so vague, but I feel like you're going through a time period of something new in your life. Like maybe you're working on a new project, maybe you're making changes to your career, maybe you just left your job, maybe you just left school, maybe you just had a baby. I don't know. There's just some type of new energy in your life, and I feel like you're feeling a little anxious about it. You're feeling like, oh my gosh, if I move forward in this certain direction, will it work out, and blah 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 blah. And your spirit guides are wanting you to bring love into this situation. And I don't even know if y'all can see this, but let's see. Y'all can kind of see this. It has the Aquarius symbol, which you know is not the symbol, but I forgot what you call it, but the representation of Aquarius, and it's the water bearer, and she's like watering, like she's pouring her water or whatever. And I feel like you need to be compassionate with yourself and be compassionate with, or not compassionate, but nurture this new situation like you would a baby, like with a business. You need to nurture it and figure out what you can do to make this business grow. If you want to make some changes in your career or maybe your diet, maybe there's some research that you can do. Not maybe, there is research that you can do to, you know, help this thing grow, help you make the changes that you're trying to make with your diet or your career, or you know. And then even with spirituality, I think there's some research that you could do to further your spirituality, to maybe help. Oh, sorry. Yo, there's a bird. There's a bird that looked like it just wanted to like fly into the window. I think that's a sign. Let me talk about it. Okay. So the type of bird it was a clay pigeon. And clay pigeons, pigeons in general are associated with doves, because doves are basically albino pigeons. Sorry to burst your bubble if you didn't know that. But doves have to do with peace of mind and nurturing as well. So I think there's a need to nurture yourself and nurture this new thing that you're doing or new change that you're trying to make. You need to nurture it and find ways to go about things by doing your research. Yeah, because Aquarius, I feel like, is a very intellectual sign, and they're all about research. So I think there's a need to do more research about this new project or thing that you're trying to manifest right now. Or it could just be about manifestation in general. You want to learn more about it, do some research. And you know, we got the 2 Sag cards here, so I definitely feel like research is the thing that you need to do. And with Sag and Aquarius coming up, I'm wondering if this new way that you're trying to go about things, this new career or this new phase, I feel like you're wanting more freedom in your life and to like have more excitement in your life, because I feel like these 2 signs are all about freedom, they're all about excitement, they're all about adventure. So I feel like you are wanting more of that in your life. And if you do want to manifest that in your life, I feel like there's research that needs to be done, like about manifestation or about this certain career or project, this thing that you're trying to manifest. There's more research that needs to be done. And I'm also wondering if, like, you don't necessarily have to go to school, but I feel like there's research that you want to do. Maybe you want to do an online school, because we have right now, I don't know when you're going to be watching this, but right now as I'm making this, the North Node is now in Gemini and the South Node is in Sagittarius. And I feel like you don't have to do school in the traditional way anymore. If you're feeling like, I want to go to school, but I want to have my freedom at the same time. Wow, Aquarius. So Aquarius is about the internet. So I feel like a lot of you guys will be doing a lot of internet learning, maybe internet school. And right now, a lot of us don't have a choice because of the fact that we're quarantined. But you know, it's not gonna last forever. So I don't know when you're gonna be watching this, but you'll I feel like want to do more online research regardless of what time period it is. Or if maybe you didn't even think about that, I feel like your spirit guides are telling you you need to do that right now. Okay? And also with it saying luck is on your side, I feel like with this new moon in Sagittarius, as I'm making this, we are in Taurus season and we will soon be moving into Gemini season. And during Gemini season, there's usually the full moon in Sagittarius. So I'm wondering if there will be some type of accomplishment that hits on the full moon in Sagittarius. And I said hits, but something that you've been wanting to manifest, I feel like it'll begin gaining momentum, or you'll notice more change by the time the new or the full moon hits Sagittarius. Or this could just indicate a Sagittarius in your life, or you have that in your chart, a prominent place in your chart where Sagittarius is, and you probably need to look more into that because maybe that'll help you have more clarity if you're kind of like, I don't know what I'm doing. Yes, look at where Sag is in your chart. And anywho, so luck is on your side. I feel like your spirit guides are wanting you to know with this new change, this thing that you're going through, this new beginning that you're going through, this new project you're working on, this new business you're working on, this change of residence or change of career that you've been working on. This card is letting you know that this is the luck is on your side, basically. Luck is on your side, and you also need to see the bigger picture because we got full moon in Sagittarius. So I feel like you need to definitely see the bigger picture of things, because maybe you're getting too caught up in the details, and maybe that's what's making you feel like, oh my goodness, can I really do this with this this new project or new situation or this thing I'm trying to manifest? Can I really do it? You really can, but you got to look at the bigger picture. And I feel like once you can see the bigger picture, you won't get so caught up in the details, although you'll be able to pinpoint, okay, if I want to make a certain amount of money a month, that means like, okay, let's say you wanted to make $5,000 a month, I don't know, and you are like, how can I make this $5,000 a month? So now you'll start thinking like, okay, well, I can do this, and this, because it'll all equal up to $5,000. You know, like once you see the bigger pictures, you can start pinpointing the actions that you need to take daily or weekly or whatever. You know, so start paying attention to the bigger picture and like not get so caught up in the details. Okay? And so we also have weight of the world, boundaries, let it go. It's not yours to carry. So water signs, I don't know if y'all can see this card. It's so bright. Anyway, water signs, I understand because I have a Cancer rising. Bro, y'all, us, can take on other people's energy so easily. So easily, okay? And we get caught up in like, oh, this person said I should do things this way, this person said I should do things this way, but it's like, how do you want to do things? Especially with this being the weight of the world card, I feel like some of you have been doing, like, working a lot, like you've been really drained by a situation, or like maybe where you live at, or maybe like something you were doing in the past regarding career, finances. So it could be a job, it could be school, it could even be a relationship. But I feel like it's a heavy burden. It's a heavy burden that you just need to release. And especially because it says let it go, it's not yours to carry. I feel like these are dreams that other people have for you, or society I guess, yeah, I guess you could say society have for all of us as humans. They feel like we should do things a certain way, and you're feeling like, no, like this burden is too much to carry, and I don't want to live like this anymore, because you're like a sensitive soul. And when I say sensitive, I'm not calling you out or like, oh, you sensitive. No, you're just very sensitive, and you can't, when you put too much pressure on yourself, you dysfunction. Like you can't function right. Okay, so yeah, with boundaries, there may be some people you need to set boundaries with as well, like telling people like, no, I just can't. I can't help you. I mean, of course, help people that you know you can genuinely help, but help them in a way where it's not hurting you. Like, don't like break your back just to help somebody that doesn't want to help themselves. If that makes sense, you know, like, because I feel like that's where boundaries are needed to be made, because maybe there's some people that are around you that you help constantly, but they're not helping themselves. You know what I mean? So that's where in some situations, I feel like you need to just go ahead and draw the line and be like, look, I can't help you because I just can't right now. Okay? So, and don't let people make you feel guilty when you say no either. Okay? So, we also have all paths lead to home, inner authority, intuition, turn your gaze within. So, this goes along with literally what I was just saying. I don't know if y'all can see this card. Anyway, all paths lead to home, inner authority, intuition, turn your gaze within. I feel like a lot of you, your spirit guides, really want you to know that you need to trust your intuition more. You need to really, really trust your intuition and trust that what you see is correct. Because I'm feeling like there's a need to be still more. Especially with this weight of the world card and some of these other cards I see that we're going to talk about. I feel like there's a need to go within more and do some soul searching and ask yourself what you want to do instead of doing things the way other people want you to do it. Like, it's time for you to make your own decisions, because we have inner authority here. You are your own authority, and I'm not saying it in a way like, you know, don't listen to anybody and, you know, totally not saying that, but you need to trust your own intelligence, your own intuition, your own decisions. You need to trust that more. Okay, so let's go ahead and get to the tarot cards. Yeah. Okay, so wow, we got the Magician. We got the Magician. Can y'all see that? Okay, the Magician. Okay, the Magician is it's a card that definitely goes with that inner authority energy, because we all have like our own inner magician, our own divine parts of ourselves that can make anything happen, okay, and can draw energy from the universe down to us to manifest the things that we want to happen. So with this Magician card, I feel like you are needing to turn your gaze within, ask yourself what you want, and ask your spirit guides to help you with manifesting these certain things. And I also wonder if a lot of you guys are multi-talented, because whenever I see this card, I always notice how it has the cup on here, it has a pentacle, it has a wand, and it has a sword. So I feel like you have many different talents as well. So it's like with this new phase, this new thing that you're trying to manifest, this career, or this maybe new house, new car, new life that you're trying to manifest, you can, because you have many options. You have many ways to go about doing things. So instead of like worrying about what other people got to say and the naysayers and the people that are like, oh, what you're trying to do, that's too hard. Why would you even do that? Like, don't even worry about that. Do what's right for you, because you have options. You really have options. You have the ability to go in many different directions. Of course, don't let it overwhelm you. Figure out which direction you want to go into and move in that direction. You feel me? You feel me? But yes, this card is letting you know you have options and you have the ability to manifest and create this new life this new life of freedom. Because I'm getting that you want to do more things that bring you the freedom that you really, really want. So you have options. Okay, so we got 4 of Swords here, but it's reversed. So this card can mean 2 different things. First of all, it can mean like what I was talking about with the inner authority, intuition. There's a need to be still and pay more attention to your intuition. Pay attention to what your spirit guides are trying to tell you. Because like, you know, I'm giving you this reading, but I feel like there's other things that you see in your reality, like certain numbers, certain things, coincidences, we'll call those synchronicities. They kind of keep popping up in your reality, and I think you kind of ignore it. You kind of just be like, okay, well, I don't know. I feel like you've even been having dreams that are kind of telling you like, hey, move in this direction. You should try things this way. Or if you're like me and you listen to a whole bunch of pick a card readings or astrology readings and stuff like that, I feel like certain messages kind of keep popping up for you, the same ones over and over and over again. But you'd be like, oh, I mean, let me watch another one before I take action to see if this is really right. Let me see if I should do this before I you know, it's like you keep hesitating. And this card can also indicate it can also indicate some of you have been taking a passive approach. Okay, like of course there's the need to rest and slow down and care for yourself, because that's totally important. But I think some of you guys are like not taking action the way that you need to, maybe procrastinating on certain things. Procrastinating on certain things. And it could even be that you keep putting off meditation. It could even be simple things like that, or like putting off your spiritual practices instead of allowing it to be something that you do every day. I think you need to stop putting off your spiritual practices, especially meditation. And we also got Queen of Pentacles reversed, which definitely makes me think you are putting off your spiritual practices. You're definitely putting them off. Like, what are you doing? Saying no, but I think you need to spend more time doing your spiritual practices, spending time in nature, spending time meditating, spending time doing your spiritual baths, cleansing yourself, you know, the things that you really, really need to do. Sorry, my arm is itchy. But the things that you really know that your spirit would really like. I think you've just been kind of ignoring it a little bit, and there's need to stop. Okay, and it also has to do with a long-term investment plan. I do feel like this new career, this new thing that this new change, I'm sorry, I just want to make sure my lip is not white, but this new change that you are trying to make happen, okay, you can make it happen. I think you're doing like some type of investment. You're deciding what to invest in, and I feel like you shouldn't be afraid, because we got the Emperor here, which is that conquering energy. I wonder if a lot of you guys have Aries in your chart. This that Aries energy. Maybe you have someone around you that has this Aries energy, like Aries moon, Aries rising, Aries sun. They have this fiery energy and they have a lot of wisdom. And I also feel like you have a lot of wisdom. So from like all the shit that, sorry, I was not trying to curse, but all the things that went wrong in your life, you have a lot of wisdom from it. So this new adventure that you're embarking on, this new thing that you're thinking about investing in, your time and energy as well, your spirit guides really want you to know that your wisdom has taught you discernment, so now you know what to do and what not to do. Okay, so don't hold back. Don't hold back. You need to be confident in yourself and sit on your throne and just be the awesome person that you are. Okay, because I feel like you have a lot of wisdom and you're respected by many. You are definitely respected by many. So I think you need to have more trust in that inner authority that we talked about. You are an authority. People see you as an authority figure. So I think you're someone that a lot of people are going to be coming to in the very near future for business advice. Maybe business advice. It may just be advice in general because they see that you conquered some stuff and they're like, I need your help, please. But also make sure you're helping people that want to help themselves. That's something that I need to start telling all of my clients and also people that watch my videos, because helping someone that doesn't want to help themselves is like talking to a brick wall. Okay? Okay. So we also we have 10 of Pentacles reversed, and it came out right on top of 2 of Wands reversed. So I do feel like a lot of you guys are wanting to step out of your comfort zone and really wanting to leave something behind. Like you're wanting to manifest this new life that has all these wonderful new experiences and freedom and money and the car you've always wanted, that house you've always wanted, just a life you've always wanted. But you are afraid to step out of your comfort zone. You're a little afraid to step out of your comfort zone, or it's like I think you may be edging towards it though. I definitely get the feeling that you're edging towards it. And there is still a chance to make some stuff happen. Like maybe you feel like, dang, I don't know. Like maybe if you did recently just leave your job or something like that, just know that you do have the opportunity to turn things around as far as making more money than you ever made at your job. Okay? Or just with your business or in general, you have the opportunity to do that, but there's really a need to step out of your comfort zone, really start that YouTube channel, really start that project, really start whatever it is. You just need to start. There's just a need to start this thing that you've been wanting to really start. There's a need to actually take the action to do it and not just think about it anymore. And then also with this 10 of Pentacles, I feel like a lot of you guys, your ancestors really have been talking to you. They've really been talking to you. They've been sending you messages. They've been kind of letting you know which direction to take, and you've just been kind of like, I don't know. That's been y'all, and there's a need to get out of that. Step out of your comfort zone. Your spirit guides, your ancestors are like, step out of your comfort zone. Make that YouTube channel, make that song, make that business, make that shirt, make that, I don't know, whatever it is that you're feeling like you need to make or do. Okay, Page of Cups, but it's reversed. So Page of Cups reversed. This card indicates that you sometimes feel silly for listening to your intuition, but the thing is, you're so intuitive, and it's like, why would you feel silly for trusting that? Why would you feel silly for it? So there's really a need to trust your intuition and trust these nudges and actually take action on them. Of course, you don't have to rush into them because we got Knight of Swords here reversed. You don't have to rush. And even if you did happen to rush into something, or like, let's say you suddenly decided to quit your job, or you suddenly decided to stop going to school for something that you were doing already, or you suddenly decide to just take some type of turn, just know that there's still a chance to make things right. There's still a chance to make things better, even if the situation feels like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I just did that. Just know that you can turn things around and make this be a positive thing for you. And wow, we also got strength. My son took a bite out of this, so don't judge me, guys. But strength definitely has to do with it definitely has to do with being a lot stronger than you realize. You have a lot of invisible power, we would say. You have the ability to really draw things to you without necessarily like controlling people or trying to control everything. Like, you have the ability to draw things towards you, and sometimes it may make people underestimate you because they don't always see what you're doing or always see your vision. But trust me, they gonna feel it and they gonna see it, okay? They gonna feel you, okay? They gonna feel you. All right, so just realize you the strength that you really have. And then also, this has to do with being like someone that's someone that's strong, like, for others. And this goes back to what I was talking about with you are someone that's meant to help people. I think your spirit guides want you to know that. But I think it's also about not letting people be super, super dependent on you. Super, super dependent on you. And also, don't be afraid to be real with people and be like, no. I think I kind of mentioned that before. Don't be afraid to be real with people and talk to people in a very open and honest way where they'll be like, okay, I get what you're saying. So they can improve, because that's helpful too. So we also got attack, pain, fear, judgment, and any form of separation are merely calls for help. I don't know if y'all can kind of see that. Okay, well, I can't tell from here, but this card has to do with, and I should have even talked about this with that Aquarius energy. I feel like a lot of people, there may be a lot of people that won't see where you're coming from as far as these changes that you're trying to make or these boundaries that you're setting or whatever, but you have to not care. And I don't mean in a like cold and callous way, but you can't make everyone happy all the time. Because then how are you going to make yourself happy? How are you going to make yourself happy if you're trying to make everyone else happy? Like, what about you? You feel me? So there's definitely a need to set boundaries. And also, if there are people that, sorry, camera cut off, but if there are people trying to attack your character and stuff like that, that's really them seeing something in you that they haven't faced themselves. Like, if they feel like, oh, you're just weird, or they try to make you feel bad for setting boundaries or whatever, that's something that they need to deal with and realize, like, dang, I don't respect people's boundaries, or I don't respect people's time, or I don't respect people. So people that don't respect those boundaries, or people that feel like, oh my gosh, what are you doing? Why would you quit your job? Why would you quit school? Why would you quit this career or something like that? That's because, you know, you're growing and you're willing to take chances and they're not. So that's that. Okay? So, water signs, this was for you. I am so glad you tuned in to watch it. Don't forget to hit that like button, that subscribe button, and that notification bell so that you can get updated every time I post a new video. Make sure you leave a comment to tell me how this reading resonated with you, or if it resonated with you, and share it with someone that you care with. I hope you have a great rest of the day. All right. Peace.